Hello everyone, it's me 𝙔𝙤𝙣𝙚 and welcome to my channel and welcome to my video of episode 3 and part 3 of 𝙘𝙖𝙩𝙣𝙚 ex-listener. And I'm very happy I'm doing this because I'm just thinking I'm gonna do Catnap part 3 since you guys been waiting for it. And I saw the comments. I think it was I saw one comment but yeah, so I'm very glad I'm doing this right now because I feel like I need to make this episode before I disappoint to all the Catnap 𝙘𝙧𝙣 fans. They've been watching it, so make sure like, comment, subscribe, and so join the video. Alright, before we get to the details of the story, I heard that one comment it's Catnap to make sure to sleep with Liz. I almost say Lucifer, but listener, yes, I heard, but I feel like it's gonna be different, different. So yeah. So let's go to the story details. So yeah, do you guys remember the last time that you found out Catnap was in your home and then you smelled the red flavor was cherry or something? Yeah, we still remember that, but yeah. So you went to bed last night. And then, you woke up and you feel like you was too tired because it was low-key 4 in the morning. So you gotta get a little snack. Even a Catnap was there. You saw him with his red eyes, but it turns to white. And he was like, "Oh, why is my darling went up?" You remember that last night that you found out Catnap was at your home. He was low-key stalking you all day and all night and afternoon. Or maybe let's say all night. A little less night, Alright, so sorry, I gotta clear my throat. So you turn around and you look at Catnap. You said, "Catnap, I feel like you need to leave. Because you've been here since I met you in my house right now. And I'm just tired of it. I'm about to call the police." You grab your phone out of your pocket. He grabbed your wrists and he just pinned you down on the kitchen counter. And he said, "Why you would do that? If you call the police, I'll break you. Right here, right now." After he said that to you, and you said, "All my dead body you want." So then he slams you again, grabbing a knife in front of the top of your head. He points at your little neck. Yeah, whatever. I'm not about to detail about that, but he almost slit your neck. Almost a little bit. Yeah. So you try to escape and he was like, I wouldn't do that over you. You gave up as well. Fuck, I cannot stop doing that. It's so quiet. So the next morning day, you wake up irritated. Your hair is a mess. Catnap was gone. You smell funky. And you was groaning you were so tired from that, let's say a night mess. So you got in the shower and probably had a little bit of lunch breakfast since you woke up afternoon or maybe this early. Yes. So back onto the story. It was you and your friend from back in your preschool year. You had to talk to T about what happened to you in Catnap. Since, let's just say Catnap was your best friend, girlfriend. Yeah, because your friend used to date with Catnap. So the first one I said makes you trying to confuse you a lot. So yeah. So your friend, because she had to spill the details, so she's like, "Well, I know this might sound a little scary for you, but I mean, me and Catnap, we used to date since the first day of like high school, whatever. And apparently, like, we've been a good couple, but since the last time this happens, well, he started been stalking me everywhere. Sometimes when I see it at night, it just scares me. And the red smoke that you said, yeah, I clearly see that. But then, after a few weeks of my vacation, I had recent news. The policeman came up to me, and then my mom and my dad been stabbed. It was been stab marks of him, and you feel bad of your friend have been going through. For your parents, they're in a honeymoon, so you don't have to be worried about them. So you said to your friend, well, I feel sorry about that, but he just too evil and too sickness for that. So your friend said, yeah, I know, but someday I wish he just got arrested for it, because I've been waiting for hours, because the police said, well, I heard some recent news about it was well, I hate to say this, but like, you might check it on your phone. So you go to your phone and you hear an innocent woman been stabbed by multiple times, and clearly it had the same stab marks. So you've been freaked out for a bit. So the next day or afternoon, you start hanging out with Dog Day for a bit, because feeling like he needs help with his let's just say for the art or something, I don't know. So let's say the art of crafty corn. So you've been like helping him to pack all the frames and the painting, and let's just say that, well, Cadnap, he was sitting there just, this little sly smirk, looking at you, watching. You give him an ick because it just makes you feel weird. So Doug is like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, and you were like, yeah, I'm fine, yeah. Yeah, I'm just a little stressed out. Well, apparently you lied. Well, after that, so you've been done helping Doctor with the art and crafts. Well, like, yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't want to say this point. So, sorry about that. Let me clear my throat. Oh my god. So that afternoon, so you went to your favorite cafe because you need to like relax, whatever. Since you've been stressed out about the kidnap and the innocent of people dying. So you've been like, just let your stressed out. So you saw Kick in the kitchen. I mean chicken. So he was like, hey, listener, are you alright? Well, he said, well, not apparently, but I have to tell you a secret about this. And he said, yeah, Phil. So he said, well, Cat had been stalking me all night, and I cannot stop thinking about that. It's literally about to scares me to death. Kicking the chicken, he nodded his head like he agrees, because he's been doing that like the past few years since you met him. And he probably says, well, I probably think you do lock your doors, but I feel like you need like a security for that, because I think my friend I used to know, he probably do that, but don't worry, I got you. So he left and he'll do his little mind his business. So after you got back home, well, you saw your friend. Well, so first you gasped and you saw your friend tied up, the tape on her mouth, sitting on a chair. And Cadna walks out of nowhere. He was like, well, Welcome home, sweetie. I guess we got our favorite guest here. Leader pulls the chin. Sorry. So, so he pulls his hand out and just lifts her chin up. Leader, your friend was just panicking, scared to death. So, you was sitting there stunned to speak. Your friend was crying because she needed help out there. So Kidnap, he was walking around circles with a knife on his hand. And he said, I really want how to treat our favorite guest. Well, the knife was on her neck. And she was crying, muffled screaming. And you was standing there. And you said, Cadna, please don't do this. Your tears running down your eyes. Cadna smiled, freakily grinned, smirking. His eyes was turning red. There was smoke up on his mouth. And he said to you, when you tell people about my business, this is what they get. Catnap sliced your best friend on the floor, falling down, blood pouring out. You was silent crying, flopped down. You started crying, tears, yelling at your best friend. So Catnap left you there like you're nothing. You called the ambulance and they got here for the body. The police came and then he was traumatized speaking for that. So you saw Catnap in the dark in the woods, left. And you probably need a plan for what to make Catnap stop doing this. And that's the end. Well, you guys, I finally finished episode 3. Because I feel you guys need Catnap right now. Because Catnap is really, I feel like you guys are really addicted to watching this. So I feel like I'm glad I made it for y'all. Because I know you guys need it. Because I know you need it so badly. So yeah, so I'm really glad. And also guys, thank you for guys watching for my video. And you guys new to this channel and this new video, I'm glad you're here for this. So yes, I'm happy doing this video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. So I'll see you guys in another episode. Bye.